In this video, I'm going to show you a few essential steps that you'll need to follow in order to get your printer working with Simple Members. Now the first thing you'll need to do is open up either program. If you're on a Mac, it's called Text Edit, and if you're on a PC, the program is called Notepad. I'm on a Mac computer, so in my applications, I have the program called Text Edit. Now create a document in Text Edit or Notepad first, and then try and print that document to your printer. Once you're able to print that document to your printer, it will be ready for Simple Members. So that's the first thing you need to do. Let me give you some tips on how you might get that working. The first thing is we need to set the printer as the default printer. So I'm going to go to System Preferences. If you're on a PC, it might be called Control Panel, and you need to go to your printer settings. So mine's called Print and Scan. Now these steps will vary slightly depending on which internet browser you're using and which computer you're using, but at least it will give you a good idea of what you need to do. So the first thing is we need to set it as the default. So find your printer, right click it and set it as the default printer. Now also in here, if you have a cash drawer connected to your receipt printer, you'll need to locate the setting which allows the cash drawer to kick open each time the receipt is printed. You'll need to turn that setting on. Okay, let's go ahead and put through a sale. Add this to sale and receive payment, finish the sale, and the print will come up. Now, if you're on a receipt printer, take note of this. You'll need to format it properly. So you'll need to get rid of any headers and footers by unticking this one, and you'll also need to get rid of any margins. Now, as you can see, I'm using an A4 printer, so you can see that it's gotten rid of all borders and headers and footers. Now, because I'm on an A4 printer, I would actually like it to have some margins. I actually don't want it to have headers and footers. You can see what happens when I put them on and take them off, so I'm going to leave them off. But if you're using a receipt printer, you need to get rid of all headers and footers and margins, so there's nothing, and then it will be formatted correctly. Okay, so then you can go ahead and print that once that's done. Now the other setting I'm going to show you is in Simple Members settings section, and the cash register settings will come up on the right hand side. In here you've got the receipt printer attached tick box. You'll need to make sure that is ticked, and you'll also need to select your receipt format, so whether it's a receipt printer or an A4 printer that you're using, and save those settings. So there you go. Those are some tips that you can follow in how to get your printer set up correctly with Simple Members, remembering that you need to try and print anything from either Text Edit or Notepad first, then it will be ready for Simple Members. And if you have any questions, head over to your help and support page and you can send us through a ticket.